make a background yet. I guess I can do it later. See if anyone's watching. Ooh, let's see. OBX. Oh no, no one's watching. So I can go ahead and make my quick background. But actually, this way you can see what I'm doing. I think this one's the best. Alright, so I have that. Now I'll go into Photoshop and just make it into a quick background, or a thumbnail, I should say. Maybe just the image. Why are you not changing? There we go. Maybe I should keep that. Alright, so the specifications were purplish background. Okay, cool. Purplish. I actually drew this guy a little while ago, and I made him into, I'll show you the actual image. Do I have it? This is the actual image. This was the final image that I used for this little guy. I just had fun doing these like sort of augmented reality type drawing, but my sister wanted him in with a purple background. So that's what we're going to do. So first, I duplicated him just so in case I want the original, I'll lock that. But it's always good to duplicate just in case. So we'll put this behind, and let's do a general purple for now. It's a little bit of a better purple. I like that purple. I love making, I actually really enjoy making backgrounds, like cell phone wallpapers and stuff like that. They're really fun. So firstly, he's going to be pretty big, so I got to make him smaller. So you can at least like position the art somewhere on your phone. I don't think that's too small, but let's check. I'm going to save it. I'll open it in Google Photos. Alright, so let's see. Actually, let me go back there. Oh, that's pretty good. That's actually a great size. Because then you can move it around. You still have a lot of like leeway if you want to put it somewhere specific, or if you just want to put it big in the middle. That's the perfect size. Okay. It's my current wallpaper. I made that in Nomad Sculpt. I gotta figure out a nice like site where I can make a little money, maybe selling some wallpapers or something. All right. Do a quick. Make sure there we go, that's better. Make sure my screen is as clear as it can be. Okay, so I'm going to try to keep this simple. First of all, he's got to be like looking at something though. I don't know what I can make him looking at that looks legit. I kind of like to mimic a 3D background. That's usually what I do. Let's make that really soft. Okay, so this blue is actually from the original art. I must have at some point in time I actually colored on him, but that's okay. So we'll add the little blue. Let's kind of get a baseline of what color this is. I feel like it looks a little greener. So we'll get some blue coming in, I think. Actually, I'm not going to alpha lock it. I'll just select it. What's up, YouTube? Hope you guys are doing well. So this is actually making it a little bright with add. I need to go a little darker. Let's see how that looks. It's a little better. Hope everyone had is having a nice weekend. Feels like the weekend's over. I was home. I was in Jersey with my fam since celebrating my birthday. Even though my birthday's on the 11th, but you celebrate when you can, you know. Some blue there. Really make this bright. This part would be the brightest. Just want to make sure that's nice and bright. And his arm, it looks like I am going to color on him. Because everything is getting too bright with the, oops, let me take it off this. Everything's getting a little too bright with the add layer. Even though I love add layer. Too bright. sure. It looks like it's going on the back of them too. Oh, it's a little much. There we go, that's good. So now we'll do, do I want to make this an add layer? Probably be a little too bright. Yeah. So I'll just do a layer above that and make that an add layer. I'm going to do some really bright behind him. And actually, for this fur, I'm going to... Thanks, Brando. That's so funny. I have to remember because I've heard that, so I probably should start tagging it as that. Maybe I can get some of that ASMR crowd. Late night. I'm always on pretty late too. I like to I pretty much only do lives, or not only, but I prefer to do lives when after my fiance goes to bed, because we usually just watch TV, and then after that is when I can, just kind of hang out, and it's not very loud in the apartment. So I'm just using add here. Make sure I'm on the right layer. Oh, I am. I'll make these a little bit brighter actually. Just so it looks like the hair is getting nice and bright. And just to like actually fluff out the hair a little bit. Do a little bit here too. Might as well do some here as well. Just add some like bright dimension, like the light is hitting some of the hair on the back. Maybe even a little on this side. What's up, Aishla? Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, I really like this little character. I made him a while back. And I actually had a really bad version of him. Not bad, but I had a version of him that was very ugly. And I actually did a behind the page. I did a behind the page for this little guy of the way he looked before and then the way he looked after when I redid him. He looked much better after I redid him. And I think he actually needs some... Probably needs some on the front side too, because it's looking a little dull. Since apparently I colored on him with the blue layer on the original. So adding some texture, some more fur texture manually will just kind of break it up because it looks a bit flat without it. Okay, that looks a bit better. And we'll add a little bit here. Oh, I think I'm on the front still. I'm gonna add some on the back, just a little bit back here, just to kind of tie it in. Okay. So I kind of want to make... I might even want to make this a little darker. So I can do it this way. I'll probably double it up. There we go. Now we're starting to get somewhere. I think that looks good. Okay, so he needs a shadow as well. So we'll make that above this. And I'll start out with a color close to the ground. Maybe I'll start out with a different, I want it to be more purple. There we go. And I'll use the Fat Sketch Master. So the light is hitting him here, but there's also some ambient light. I almost said ambient light. I don't know what's up with that. Ambient light. So I just want to give him like a... Wait, what layer am I on? Looks like I can't see through the... Yeah, that's probably better. Just give him a nice general, generic shadow. And I'll smooth it out, or just kind of mush it around. Yeah, I guess mush it around is a technical enough term. I like to give it, not really painterly, but sometimes I just use smooth because I like the shadow to look a little more painterly rather than very soft airbrushy. I always like a kind of painterly look. Is that straight? It doesn't feel straight. Just use liquify. That feels better. It'd kind of be cool if there was some other colors back here too. So I'll just do it right on this purple. I should do it on its own layer and not get lazy. Just like a hint of a different color. And maybe I'll use Nebula actually has like such beautiful shape. I just head-butted the camera. Oh, good, it still looks straight. Okay. Sometimes my head gets a little too close here. It's an issue. Here we go. Just like a little bit of a little touch of like something else. Maybe I want a darker purple, kind of like... Well, that's actually very slow. It's quite slow. Let me see what's open, actually. Let me close some things. See if it's still that slow. Oh yeah, it still does. I usually don't see that go by. What other colors would be nice? So we have that, maybe like a green, like I know my sister kind of wants purplish, but I always feel like sometimes it's just nice to have like just touches of other colors, just like very light even. Doesn't have to be much, just like little like touches of different colors. It's not really bright. Maybe yellow is better. Even that looks kind of nice. It would actually be cool if there was like another beam of light coming down. Some sort of beam of light. But I don't want to get too much into the weeds, actually. Okay, shadow looks good. put a little bit of a brighter touch on the light. I don't know what this will look like if I know that's too much. We'll just go with the regular airbrush. Add sort of adds that nice glow anyway. Okay, so I kind of want to add a little bit of darkness behind him. So let's go back to this layer. This will be like my random layer that I just kind of throw in to make it very dark. Right behind him, I think. Does that look a bit weird? Okay, I do want to give everything some texture too, so let me give this stuff some texture by using noise. I'll go in really close. Hopefully maybe you'll be able to see it. I'll go really heavy with it so you can see. But it's going to be like that, but just not that much. But I love the feeling of when you add texture to a lot of these things. I'm not going to do too much now because I still want to add some other stuff. Okay, so maybe I should go really dark and just sort of change up. Where's Nebula again? I do tend to use this when I'm doing backgrounds. It's just a little better than adding like just color because it adds some nice texture and stuff too. Like even that I think looks just a little bit more like magical and fantastic. And this maybe should actually be a darker color. That looks good. I wonder if I could add some plants and stuff behind him. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see if I can if that would show up. If I color back here, it actually shows up very... Okay, so I can do that. Maybe it's a good idea. Let's see. I'll add a new layer and I'll bring the opacity way down to like 15. And just see if we can add some like... add some shapes and see if we can add some like little like touches of color to those shapes in the back. Might even be nice to select them and make the colors a little brighter. See how that looks. It's not bad. This is kind of bothering me. That's the one thing that I find about Procreate is like when you use the gauge and blur, you probably can't see. It kind of makes these like rings, these like glow rings. That's the only thing that one of the only things that sort of bugs me. And it's probably just the brush. Like I figure out there might be a way. Yeah, that commercial was that was one of my first SAG commercials way back in the day. That was one of my very, very first jobs when I wasn't SAG, but I still booked that commercial. Yeah, that was way back. Back before, I mean, I would say, I don't even know how they, I guess it was a while afterwards. I don't really think you're supposed to post just like a company's commercial like that, but it's been up there for so long. I guess nobody cares. But yeah, that was a good time. Maybe we'll add some stars. We'll add it to this layer. Actually, it'd be nice to add to an add layer. So maybe I'll just make a random add layer down here and add some stars and like lights and stuff. We'll make the stars sort of yellowish. What's up, Gotcha? Geisha? Gasha? Gasha is my world. Hope you had a good day, Sticky. I see you've been. I've been home celebrating my birthday with the fam, but I did see a couple times because I get your notifications, so I saw that you were like hanging out playing. I think it was like maybe like some Nintendo games, old Nintendo games, maybe something like that. We'll put some stars. We'll lower the opacity and the size, kind of try to get some depth going. You can always lower the opacity of this layer too, if they kind of get to be too much, but I actually don't mind them. Oh, I know what he wants to be kind of looking at. We'll make him look at a maybe a little. I love this color. I always just want to do things in this color. Oh, and also, you're not late. So the character I actually drew before, but I'm just making a background because my sister wanted me to make a cool background of this guy. So I'm just trying to make something cool here. So if I'm going to make it this color, I want to draw, what brush am I going to use? This one's fine. So maybe I'll just like, I'll make some little like, I like making these little things. And I know that they kind of just look like shapes, but that's actually what makes them kind of cool. Is they are pretty much just like shapes, but I like to make them glow. It's one of my favorite things to do, is just like make things glow. Make this a little smaller. I feel like I want to use my Procreate keyboard sometimes. So I add this layer on, and then if my sister doesn't want it, then I can remove it. But for now, okay, so if I want to make these glow, I'm going to make this layer lighter. So I'm going to bring up like that. Maybe not white. It don't have to be that bright. And now the bottom layer, I'll just duplicate. Actually, no, I don't have to yet. I'll do a Gaussian blur. Just really bring out that glow. Just a smidge, and then I'll duplicate it again, and I'll do the Gaussian blur more on this layer. Just so that it looks like that they're glowing. And actually, the blur is actually a bit funny looking. See if I duplicate this. That gives it more. This might be... Okay, let's see what it looks like if I change the color of this, because the color kind of changed to yellow. So I don't know how much I like that. Oh, I think I like to change it, take the color out of it. I think that looks a little bit better. Oh, that's kind of nice too. That's kind of randomly nice. What happened? Oh, I don't know what I did. I must have somehow messed up that. So we either have... I like this. So I'll just take the color out of it a little bit. I think that's good. So I'm going to... is that too bright? No, I kind of like that too, actually. Let's see what happens if I Gaussian blur this a little bit more, but I change the color a little bit. Make it bigger. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Oh, I kind of like that little orange halo. But I don't know, do I like the blue halo? We'll just leave it. I think we'll leave it like that. I think we'll just leave it colorless. Because I can keep going all day with that. But I want to take a little bit more color out of the green, I think. That's good. I think I want to get rid of some of this yellow, because I've kind of added that green in, so I kind of want to make the whole top a bit darker. So I will, let's just use this here. We'll go for a darker purple. And then we'll you know what? Make a new layer and do that. And I'll Gaussian blur it and see how that looks. Yeah, I think that looks nicer. Might even be nicer if it's darker. Make this a little darker in color, actually. Get some of that like night sky. And maybe some gray. Let's see how blue looks. With my favorite nebula. Gray is a little too... Maybe gray towards the bottom here? No. Looks a little weird. Merge these. See what it looks like if it's underneath. That actually doesn't look bad. You know what? I think helpful lock. I think we could even put a darker, maybe even something really dark in the back. Like I don't know how crazy I want these like mountains type things, but let's test them out and just see what we get here. So we'll test them out. Maybe we'll put some, let's see. Some trees on top here, maybe. Okay, so maybe we'll just lower the opacity. Let's see how that looks if we lower the opacity. Although it looks kind of nice dark, to be honest with you. It looks pretty nice dark. I feel like I need... Whoa, what color is this? Rug? Get rid of these. I don't think I like those anymore. I don't think I need it. make it look like there's some light, something happening with these mountains. Now I feel like I need to just merge and then get to smudging and just sort of try to make this feel organically together somehow. Oops. That actually looks nice if I put some purple behind that. Actually. Oops. I think it needs some dark. But maybe not as dark. Maybe just an airbrush. Probably could go with a little bit more of a textured brush, but that's okay. Something like that. Maybe let's see what a gray looks like. Almost like a actually, that might look nice if it was like an orange or something. Kind of like a distant, like... it would have been nice if I could put it behind this purple, but you know what I did? Oh, I might be able to. Maybe I can salvage it if I just go like this, cut and paste, bring that behind. I'm just going to go ahead and merge this down, and then I'll make a new layer and try to get some of this nice fiery color kind of behind here. Looks kind of cool. Maybe a little bit back here too. And actually this looks like a beach now, so you know what? So maybe on this, it needs some, I don't know what it needs. I don't know what it needs. Kind of looks like a beach. So I feel like it needs a little bit of, it definitely needs some texture. That's for sure. Maybe it's like a sand thing. You know, like beaches have that, like all the sand is like in that really nice so there's that. I don't mind that. But or I could just do me smear these things. They look funny. Just make them into like some textures, so they're not so just a uniform marking. So look a little more realistic, like something is happening back there. Okay, so let's add some texture to... So for this light, I'm going to add some noise. And then I'm going to add some... Got to get a closer color. I'm going to add some stubble. I know it sounds weird, but I love the stubble brush. So I'll just do it on this add layer. And now for these guys, I will also add some I think I can just add it to this layer. That's too big. I'm going to merge these. And underneath I'm going to make an add layer. Let's see what that looks like. Is that too bright? Actually, it shouldn't be add, because if it's the glow, then it should be darker than the light source. So I'm going to make that normal. Maybe even make this a little darker. Maybe noise brush is better for this. They're so small. Okay, let me add some stubble here. Almost as if they're like flying around. And I will add some pop of light to his eyes, so almost like they're reflecting off of his eye. Let's see how that looks. I'll make a new layer. Make this a little darker, maybe. Yeah. There's 4 of them, right? Yeah, that works. Maybe make it a little lighter, so it's a little brighter here. Make them a little bit bigger, just because it's small and I want to be able to see them. Maybe it's a bit too many. Maybe 2 is good, and then like 1 off. That's a little better. And I'll go back to this layer and I'll select. And I'll see if we can just add a little bit of this to him. So just so his fur is reacting to the colors a little bit. And we'll go to the add layer. Oh no, we don't have an add layer, do we? So I'm going to merge all of these. I'm going to make an add layer, because I want his fingers to kind of look like they're getting a lot of the light. So I'll just make his fingers a little brighter. Maybe here a little brighter. Maybe a little bit on his nose. Maybe little touches here. That might be too much. I don't think I need to go too crazy with it. Maybe we'll give a lighter, let's see what a lighter purple looks like down here. Maybe a little more magenta-ish, reddish. Maybe a little even more reddish. Maybe a little more light. So I'm going to go back down here and make a new layer. I don't even know if I can see anything down there. No, I can't. So let's bring this layer. What is this? Oh, so if I'm above this, then I can see it. Okay. And I actually think I like those. I think I like those. Just add some color there. I think that looks nice. Maybe some color down here too. And then maybe I'll just add, this color is so nice, I want to add a little bit more of it. So maybe I'll just kind of blend some more back here. Looks kind of cool. Oh, I wanted to add a little bit more darkness for his shadow. Where is his shadow? Okay. I just want to add a little bit more darkness where his feet are. This one actually isn't too bad. Okay. I'll add some texture to that shadow. Okay, I kind of like this. If I want to get rid of all of that, I can get rid of all of it. Maybe I'll just save a few different versions, but I really do like this one. Ooh, maybe a nice moon. That'd be nice to sort of mix it up a little bit. I wonder if you'd even see it on this layer. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can see it nice. So if I want to make a moon, I'll just make a, oh, I think I have one of my shapes. My shapes brush pack. Ooh, but which moon though? That's the question. do that moon. Or, ooh, that's huge. Wait, what's that? What is this? I wonder what this would look like if I gauge and blur it. I don't necessarily like... Oh, that looks weird. I'll just leave that alone. I don't know why it's like that, but that's okay. So, do I want this moon? Maybe like a really big moon. I feel like a moon around there might be cool, but smaller. Because if it's going to be a wallpaper, then it's going to be narrow. So that might be nice. But which kind of moon though? Do I do that moon or do I do this moon? I think I like this moon a little better. Yeah, maybe make it smaller. Can never make up my mind. Okay, so I think I'll probably do this moon. So I'm actually going to do the same thing that I did before. I'm going to take a little bit of the color out of this, make it a little brighter. And then this layer, let's do a nice little Gaussian blur. Duplicate that. And then do a little more Gaussian blur. And this actually might be nice if I do a chromatic aberration too. Actually, this might look nice with that as well. I've been dying to like do something where I can sort of take advantage of that. And I feel like this is like a good way to sort of use it. Let me add some background. I like it. I think I'm just gonna merge that. Let me add some texture to this. Noise. And a little bit of texture to the surface on the bottom. So that's all of this. So I'm just gonna merge all of it. Oh, it looks crazy without that. That looks pretty cool too, though. I can't tell which one I like. What's up, Manio? A wallpaper based on my book. I should. Hi, can you pass me the brush, please? What video? I always get comments about my brushes, and I'm actually not sure how to, like, I feel like I've added to all my videos where it says where my brushes are, but I would say that I probably get 20 comments or messages or something about where to find my brushes, and I'm actually not sure what I can do to make it more simple. I know I have to add it to this. I think when I do my lives, I don't think, I'll have to check the description really quick. I think when I do my lives, I have to put get my brushes and then over my link. But I have to figure out where to make it so you can see what I'm doing. But I think I have to do that in Restream, I believe. I'm not even sure where I need to do that at. No, not here. Update titles. And for some reason my YouTube title. Oh, so why is that like this? Oh, now it's updated. I felt like it wasn't updated before. Oh, it's not updated here either. But then again, no one ever really watches from Twitch. So I'll just put a generic one for Twitch. I actually got one person on Twitch. What's up, one person on Twitch? But I gotta figure out how to not get that question a million times a day. It's in most of my videos, but... Okay, so I am very happy with this little guy. The only thing I might want to do is sort of add a little bit. He's a little out of... he's not really in the scene enough. So I'm going to duplicate him. And then I'm gonna make him a color. Take him off alpha lock. So this is something that I kind of do. It's sort of similar to color grading, but it's almost like I just color grade the... I'm probably not using that right. I probably should come up with some different wordage. I kind of want to just put him more in the scene. So this is what it looks like with full opacity, which I never use. But that's just to show the differences. And you can get some cool effects, but I just want him to be more in the scene. So I'm going to go to 40% and just see if I get anything that makes him look like he's more in the scene. And actually, there's another thing that I can do as well. Soft light looks kind of good, I think. So let's see soft light versus nothing. It looks a little bit nicer, I think, with the soft light. A little bit, kind of matches a little bit more. And I think I want to add a little bit more shadow to him. So I'm going to select, and I'm going to, I think I just want a little bit more. I want it to be a little darker. Actually, I'm going to do this one as a multiply layer. And I'll go to faves. I think I just want to darken them up a little bit here. Oh, I took away those thingies, didn't I? And maybe darken them up a little bit. Wait, am I still selected? I don't think I am. Maybe darken them up a little bit underneath his arm. God, this cat is so annoying. Love this poor cat, but so loud all night crying for food. I don't know what to do with this animal. I give these cats a luxurious place to sleep with heated pads and everything. I don't want to be hearing you cry for food all night when I already fed the animal. My fat sinner. That's why I always call him Fat Sinner. Always hungry. Yeah, just a little bit more shadow. Just put him more in the scene a little bit. I think. And maybe even some like random. Well, first of all, we need some little pops of light, I think, off of these little guys. Just gonna add a little bit of, just a little something for those. And then maybe this light too can use some. Like maybe there's like some other, wait. I don't think I want it on that layer. I think I want it on an add layer. Just some like very bright texture, so whatever light this is also catching some, dust or whatever else is in the air. Just want to give it some texture. Maybe even a little light leak. Let's see if we can get a good light leak. That word is so hard to say for some reason. Light leak. Once you think about it, it's over. The word just sounds terrible. Light leak. Go ahead, try to say it. Try to say it to yourself. Try to say it and not make it sound silly. Sometimes light leaks just add a little bit of, well, this is pulse, this is light leak. Just a little something, just to sort of switch it up a little bit. Did I add texture to the beach? I don't think I did. So we'll add a little noise. Really get the beach going. And I think I want to put, so this is his multiply layer. So maybe I'll just put a little bit of the, oh my god, this cat. I don't know what to do. I don't know how, I don't know how to shoo this fat cat away who's eaten enough tonight. I can't concentrate. That's when I'm gonna start saying gibberish when I'm talking, and all of a sudden she starts crying. Can't think. Rascal. I think that's cool. I think I like it. So I'll do one like this. I'll save this. How do I save? One like this. I'll do one without those thingies. Save. And I want to do one if I'm going to leave this like this. I'm going to go to gallery. I'm going to duplicate it. And, oops. Rename this one to phone wallpaper original. And this one I will mess with. Okay, so we'll go back into this one, and now everything's looking pretty good. There's an easy way to flatten these layers. Let's see if this will... Oh, I don't know if my hand is big enough to... Good. Alright, let's see what this looks like in a different color. Whoa. Check your channel's description. Okay, what does my description say? Check your channel's description. Check your channel's description. My channel. View channel on YouTube. Is there a way I can is there something wrong with it, or is there a way that I can about maybe? Think that would work? Yeah, my description is bananas. How do I even edit my featured video for the returning subscribers? I don't even know how how do I even edit my channel info? I hate when things just aren't easy. Like, how can it not be here? My channel. Analytics, playlist, content, dashboard. Alright, here's my dashboard. Latest post. Analytics. My channel. Okay, I mean, I feel like, maybe I'm just a dum-dum. Let me check. Maybe someone wrote the answer here. Nope, nothing. I'm on my own. How do I edit this? Description. You would think it'd be in customized channel. View channel. Does that bring me back? Yeah, that just brings me back. Unhelpful. Customize the layout of your homepage with up to 12 sections. How about if I just want to change my channel description? Branding. Basic info. There we go. Basic info. Okay. Brushes. More of my artwork. I'll just put follow me on Instagram. IpadPro 2021. Procreate, Sony. I have to work. I have to work a lot more on this later. But I checked my channel's description. Maybe that'll make things easier. Oh, let me switch this back. Look at some more colors. Interesting. It might be actually better if I do color balance that I never really do. Let's see if that will make it easier. Oh, that changes the light. No. You know what? I like it as is. Oh god, this cat. I think it's good how it is. I think I'm happy. I think she'll like that. So let me make sure I take a look. Wait, these look different than the ones I was just looking at. Oh, I have it like a... I'm going to save this one too. This is definitely a different color. That's the original color. So what about this one? And then let's see if I can change the blue. I don't even know how let's see if I do it this way. I don't really understand curves at all. It's just fun to change the color of things. That's kind of pretty too. I love it. JPEG. Save immediately. And let me do one with these. Oh, I know what I want to do. I want to do chromatic aberration. Oh, I can't do it just on them. I have to do it on everything, don't I? This will probably look like a mess. Oh, I think it looks cool. What if I do it on him? Let me merge. Oh, nope, the tail got messed up. It's probably because of the ad. So let me see if I can merge these. Nope, tail still messed up. So let me see what happens if I do it on this. I love that like vaporwave look. Okay, so we'll save this version too. Okay. So now there's this one without, this one, and this one. Oh, I think this one is my favorite. I think I like this one. But cool, I'm happy with those. Oh, they're uploading, I'll let them upload. And then I'll put them into my folder. Yeah, I think that worked. Let me put this back up. So I can go, actually, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to just like do some sketching. I don't know if that'll be, yeah, maybe I'll just do some sketching. I felt like sometimes I feel like when I'm finished something, I should just get off of the stream, but I don't know. Like maybe the sketching would be more interesting. Thanks, Aisha. Appreciate you. Okay, so that comment is gone. It's just kind of like, looks like it'd be a cool picture. My setup. Since you guys can't really see what I see when I'm drawing, this is what I see. It's not going to get clear, is it? That's okay. Okay. Maybe I should actually work on, I might have to use this for my iPad wallpaper. I think it might be time to retire this thing, my little froggy. Every time I do a sculpt in Nomad Sculpt, I'm so used to like Android where you tap on it and it says, oh, change your wallpaper. Instead I gotta figure it out display brightness, wallpaper, choose new wallpaper, all photos. I love this little guy I made in Nomad. That's cool. He's so cool. I don't think this is big enough. There's not enough shadows. There's just like, I like it, but I can do a better, I need to do a better background, I think, for that little guy. It's actually kind of cool. It's a little dark, though. Actually, the whole thing is a little dark. Let's see if this helps. Yeah, that's more what it actually looks like. Make sure you can, oh yeah, you can see the bottom. I just have this silly, there you go, that's better. That's kind of nice. I did so many versions of it. Excuse me. was a little dark, so I had to make it a little lighter. I think I like that. I think I'm gonna set it. Do I want it as my lock screen too? I'm so torn. Maybe my lock screen. I'll set it as home screen for now. Alright. Let's just do some sketching. Why not? Oh, I kind of don't like this. I kind of want it to be... I need to find a better base color. I think actually something like that is nice. Where's my new brushes? Why in the world? Okay. Oh, I don't even know what I want to draw. Maybe fat raccoons again. I want to make a really cute candy corn in 3D. Maybe something like this. I gotta do a cute candy corn. Okay, I had to get that out. Just wanted to get that out. I mean, it'd be fun to render him, I guess, in Procreate. But I like sketching, but whenever I think of things in color, like really, really detailed, realistic color, and instead of trying to do them in Procreate, it's just so much easier to create them in 3D. Actually, it's not so much easier. That's not the right word. It's so much more efficient. I just love how clean it is. When I'm drawing, I don't really want it to be that clean anymore. For clean stuff, I want it to be uber clean, which is 3D. 5 people on YouTube, or maybe it's 5 people altogether. Let's see. God, all these bots, Russian bots, they are hacking into Facebook. I feel like, not Facebook, whatever the YouTube. I feel like there's so many people getting hacked on Instagram and Facebook. Please don't click those links when people send you, is this you? Look what I found. So many people getting hacked. It's not even funny. What was I going to sketch? I was going to sketch a raccoon. Raccoons, to kind of have... I gotta figure out, I actually don't know how I want to draw raccoons. I like how they sit when they're eating. I don't know, sometimes I haven't really sketched this whole weekend, so I had to get warmed up a little bit. So I'm drawing a raccoon. Something like this. Sorry, I kind of draw small. So, I'm gonna give him like wide eyes. Make it a little smaller. Okay. I don't know always why I draw their eyes first. I don't know why I always do that. I always have to wind up erasing them and drawing them again. But I have this thing where I always just draw them. The ears are all wrong too. But ears are so fun to do, even though they're all wrong when I draw them like first. But I can't help it sometimes. It's just fun to draw that head with like those ear shapes. Maybe the size is okay. You know what? Maybe I'll just take the ears, because the design of the ears is good. It's just the... Let me freeform these. Yeah, that's better. Let's not always draw more. Sometimes I just draw smarter. Make this ear a little less weird. So they kind of have... Their faces are kind of come out like this. There's this little face there. Something like that. And he kind of has a... his little nose. His mouth is a little big, but it's not too bad, actually. So he's got his little nose here. And maybe like a big eye. That eye looks actually kind of nice where it was. So he's got his little eyes there. This goes out, and these are actually black, but I might just use a different. Where am I? I think I need to make this into the same style, because that's what we need. Let me see if I can do that real quick. I keep everything. Oh no, why? Please don't tell me you're crashing, freezing. What's up with that? Procreate. Messing me up here. Oh man, it doesn't work really. It doesn't work well at all. Rendering light glaze, uniform glaze. Maybe 3%. Okay. Blend mode, multiply. Okay, we're getting there. So I have to tweak it, but remove this. I have to work on this brush too. But for now, let's go ahead and, where's my stuff? See if it's even useful. So I'll have to tweak it, but I want all these brushes to have this nice texture. And actually this whole thing is going to be black. I forgot it's a raccoon. So we'll make it a little darker. Disney pencil. Go back to our new brush and do some stripes. Maybe we can lower the opacity and just sort of color this whole rascal in. What are there? I guess they have really skinny, like, I don't really like his arms. Although I don't know. This is probably this probably would be better if I looked at a picture of a raccoon. But they kind of like, it's kind of funny how they, at least the little raccoon that was in my backyard, sort of like search for things with their hands. Like they don't like look at the food. They just like move his little grubby hands around and like grabs it. Okay, we'll give him a little thumb here. We'll just keep the hands really simple. Actually, his hand is like very big compared to his body. Actually, no, that looks... yeah, his thumb should be more like that, I think. Trying to think of how I want his hands to be. Because I kind of have to think of them as like 3D shapes in order to get them looking right. And I feel like his thumb okay, let me think this through. Let me clear this. I have to clear my mind. So that hand actually looks okay, to be honest. Although I don't want it going all the way up to his, like this, and then I think it would sort of go into his little fat little body somehow. So maybe we'll just do something like that. I feel like his butt might be a little bigger, because they're very round. if his palm is like this, kind of make the palm, and then just, if you make the palm like a paddle, it sort of helps me kind of figure out what I'm doing. So the thumb would be sort of like here, and then this hand would be like here. There we go. That's better. So we'll do something like that. Add a little bit of, a little bit of texture into this thing. Oh, actually I should do this on the layer, the top layer. I think I just want to give his eyes a little more attention. Give him some little teethies. And I want to stress also his expression here, so I'm going to make these a little darker, just so they sort of look like eyebrows a little bit. Okay, I'm going to give him some hair in his ears. Okay, now I just want to make a little bit of a and also, oh yeah, their hands are very dark too, so I'm gonna make this smaller. I think I need to change. See what heavy glaze does. Nice. So that's the little squirrel. That's from my story. Oh, alright guys, I think I might turn in early tonight. I appreciate you guys hanging out. And drawing with me. Hopefully some of you guys are out there drawing. But I appreciate you guys just hanging out and chilling. I'm probably I might do some more sketching tomorrow, or I'll do some Nomad stuff. I do want to make this little candy corn in Nomad, so that might be fun. I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of the raccoon, and then make him like stealing the cat food. All right. Good night, guys. Good night, Manio. Thank you for the time. I always appreciate you guys. It's really fun. Have a great night or a good day, and keep drawing, keep sculpting, keep being creative, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right? Catch you in the next one. I already said that.